everybody, welcome to another recap of American Idol. This week, or day, they're in Pittsburgh. The judges were a little bit giddy / high in this episode. I don't know. In the beginning, they were all like, yeah. What were they in Steven's locker or something? Sharing things with him? I'm just speculating. Alright, so Hee Jun Han was up first. From Flushing, 22 years old. That's where I'm from as well. I'm from Flushing. He seemed kind of intimidated by the other people who were auditioning. He even went as far as telling J-Lo that she looked like a wax doll. I thought that was great. His voice was awesome at times. I mean, I didn't think he was the best I've ever heard, but I didn't think he was the worst I've ever heard either. But the freaking judges were going nutso on him. They were just like, oh my god, you could win this, blah, blah, blah. No. Do you see what's happening here? They're so excited because he's Asian. And an Asian guy making it far on American Idol is like seeing a polar bear in Florida. They want him. They want him bad. Nigel Lithgow was probably peeing in his pants on the sidelines. Yes, get the Asian. All right. Reed Grimm up next. By the way, he was a yes. A gazillion percent yes. 3 times. Reed Grimm, and he was 26. I guess he still is. He grew up in a family band, and he sang the Family Matters song. I liked him. I didn't love him. I liked him. But the judges were all like, yes. Then there was a whole bunch of yeses. Actually, Pittsburgh had, I think, like, it was 38 yeses in all. That's pretty big for a one-nighter city. So a planker and her sister showed up next. The sister was the one who was auditioning. Really? Planking? That's so 5 minutes ago. Maybe 15 minutes ago. Anyway, she really did not need the gimmick because her sister, Samantha Novacek, age 19, was really good. But the judges, of course, were like, oh, it was okay. Sorry, she wasn't the exciting demographic that you were looking for. Creighton Fraker was up next, and he's a starving musician. And he sang an original song that he said he wrote on the train ride over. I thought he had a really annoying voice. I'm sorry. They were all like, oh, you're like if Justin Timberlake had a baby. I really didn't think so. But they seemed to like him, so it was a yes. I mean, I would have sent him through, but I wouldn't have been all, you know, oh, you're so great. Eben Frankowitz up next. I wonder if Eben is short for Ebenezer. Just saying. He's 15 years old. I think he was a little too clean cut for them, but they had to put him through because while all the other ones previous who got through were like a gazillion times yes, he was only 100% yes. So I'm a little disappointed, but a yes is a yes. I mean, whether it's a gazillion percent or 100%. Travis Orlando, you might remember him from last season, 17 years old, in a bad situation from the Bronx. He dropped out of high school, his mom left, he was evicted from his apartment, he's living in a shelter with his twin brother and father. Real tearjerker of a story. He sang and the judges were all like, I don't know, you know, if it's good enough. You know what? He was not bad at all. He certainly wasn't any worse than the Asian guy that went first. But they were all like, oh, I don't know. Come on. I just hate the way that they contrive this show and they make it seem like, oh, you gotta really pull for him because, you know, he might not make it if you don't, and make sure you call up and vote. Here's the 1-800 number. I was just like, no, come on, I'm so over this already. Then on day 2, I guess it was, J-Lo was late. Steven and Randy performed for the crowd. She showed up doing the walk of shame, wearing the same shorts from, you know, last time. And I kept thinking, what the hell? Did Mark Anthony get the stylist in the divorce settlement or what? Because she is trying way too hard with those shorts and they give her a pouch. And she's not exactly fat either, so Wrong, wrong, wrong. Just saying. Erica Van Pelt up next, 25-year-old wedding singer slash DJ. They were all going crazy for her low voice, and I have to agree, I really did enjoy it. It's nice to see a girl that's not one of these power divas, you know, that has a real singing voice. I liked it. It's a yes. Then Steven Tyler pulled out his little elementary school sound effects machine. 2 words, grow up. It's not that funny. Shane Bruce up next, 19-year-old coal miner. This poor kid. He had the bad fortune of choosing a bad song choice. He was like, oh, you know that movie Shrek? You know that the song that they sing, Hallelujah? Of course they know it, because every freaking person who auditions ends up singing that song. And he couldn't hit the notes. So I felt really bad for him, because in his video package, when he was singing Down in the Coal Mine, it sounded really good. So unfortunately, it was a no for him. I definitely hope he comes back next season and tries out again. Or, you know what, if you're really smart, go over the X Factor. And you'll get, you know, fair shake over there. Anyway, the final one of the day, you know it's always a yes. And today was no different. Hallie Day, 24 years old. She was married 6 months ago. Well, she's got a story. She dropped out of high school when she was 15. She joined a girl group, went to the city, didn't work out, got mixed up in drugs, moved back home, tried to commit suicide, met a husband, and he turned it all around for her. And she was fantastic, and she is gorgeous. She's got the platinum blonde hair, just like me. Well, hers was actually better, but I'm not going to hold it against her. She was great, and I guess she's one of the ones I'm going to watch. Another one of my favorites was Erica Van Pelt, the wedding singer. I'm curious to see how she's going to do. And that's pretty much all who I am watching that made it through today that they had a video package on. I'm sure there's plenty more who were just too boring for the to make the final cut, but predictable editing. What are you going to do? Next time, I have no idea where they're going to be. Who cares? It's just the auditions. It doesn't matter what city you're in, because people fly from all over the place anyhow, so it don't matter. If you do know the city for next week, or cities for next week, leave it in the comments. It will be mucho appreciated. Appreciated. Can't talk. I gotta go watch Project Runway now. So kids, till next week, much love.